I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat on the Love Train. Look at this. We got Krista Melinda. I don't know if you know this. She's the greatest mod that ever happened. It's just the truth. Heard ya. West Lightburn. Dale. Hi, Arwa. Conjured Vapors. I don't know if you know this, but he ate 27 warthogs today. A feat that I couldn't do. I don't think when I was at my peak, I could have done that. Crazy respect for that dude. Thank you for being here. Let's do me a favor. Hit the like. We are going to get started in just a little bit. I got a wicked sauce. Don Joaquin. This is a scorpion sauce. And I was looking at the ingredients. Let me tell you what's in it. You guys ready for this? First of all, this is 1 hot minute. Hi, Dale Cox. This is, Arwa is here. This is 1 hot minute. So get something hot. Don't eat anything for 30 minutes. I'm going to review this. I'm going to tell the truth because I'm kind of about that. Renee B, just a little bit of the truth. We're not going to be focused too much on that. But on the half hour, we're all going to eat something hot. If you've never been in a 1 hot minute, man, you're in for a treat. Jeremy Fowler, good to see you. Let me tell you what's in this hot sauce. You guys ready? You ready? Scorpion peppers, vinegar. There you have it. A little bit of xanthan gum, but that's it. This is going to be a wicked hot sauce. Fortunately, my tolerance is a little bit higher than the last time I got scorched by a sauce. Jane, good to see you. Sam, Pepper Poppy, Sam. You guys know that. This is going to be a scorcher. Hello, look at that. John McCarty's here. It's a good one right there. Renee B, I'm glad you're here. Cindy G is here. It's another good one. Hi, Cindy. Hello, everyone. Hugs and love to those needing or wanting, and that would be me, needing and wanting your prayers and hugs. Archie's mom, good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Joel Latchin from Chicago. Surprised you didn't know that. Good to see you. I'm glad I called you from the start. I'm glad you're here, Joel. Murphy, thanks for being here. There's Murphy. Look at that. Yeah, this is going to be a wicked hot sauce, you guys. You know what? I'm going to review this first. No, here's the thing. Before we get started, please hit the like. Get more people in here. Tommy, I'm stealing something from my brother. Joe, CPP fam. Good to see you, dude. Glad you're here. Charlie Meredith. First of all, there's Joe, CPP fam. Look at that. And here is Charlie Meredith. Glad you're here, Charlie. Thanks for being here. So before I get into the hot sauce, I stole this segment from my brother. I've got emails of people telling me I'm there, I should be next, and about the Charlie Kirk thing. I got a lot of hate. I've had some death threats, death wishes. I've had death threats in the past, but since Charlie Kirk, surprisingly enough, I've only really had death wishes. Like I should get the Charlie Kirk treatment, things like that. And because it's an email, I don't really feel like I can. I don't know. I don't feel like I should be posting emails that people send to me privately. However, if you leave a comment on a video of mine, it's fair game. That's public. Toby Reveille, good to see you. Mike Bragg, good to see you. Running to catch the train. You're on it, bro. I'm glad to see you. Catching good memories. Good to see you. Loving that. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Pepper Poppy. Hi, Arwa. Glad you're here. All right, so here's the deal. I'm going to show you 2 different comments that people made. They made them publicly. Now, the first one, before I show you the first one, I'm going to tell everybody it probably applies to nobody here. How about that? But people watch me, and they're going to watch this after. If you leave a comment and it's categorically false, and it's just, just hateful and false, I'm going to expose you and make you famous. Just the way it's going to be. Renee B, I get it. I'm like you. I don't understand it either. But boy, there are people that just, like it's a good thing you're in South America. Don't come back, that kind of stuff. I'm not worried. I'm not scared of much. I'm just not. All right, let me show you the first one. I'm exposing it. If you say something, you better own it because I'm gonna highlight it. Here we go. Here's the first one. This is DCX skateboarding. Kirk was a racist. Shouldn't have shot him, but shouldn't have platformed him. I'll give you a term that Tommy uses. That's a jackwagon. I'm not trying to be mean, but DCX skateboarding. You know, I've had people, this is a really cool thing. Since we've begun talking about it. Chili Phil, good to see you. Hello, Spicy Jen. It doesn't want to be famous. There's a great comment because you see this pointing to me. Dean knows me. You know what's really funny? What's his name? Jim Carrey had a great quote. He said, before everybody dies, they should have a chance to see what it's like to be rich and famous, just so you can realize, for 15 minutes, just so you can realize it's not what life is about. Look at that. There's a great comment. Renee says, the day I meet God will be a celebration. Amen. Anyway, Brock Bandy, good to see you. I'm glad you're here, bro. So DC, what's his name? What is that? Let's look at it one more time. That's I'm sad for that person. Kirk was a racist. Shouldn't have shot him. As I was saying, I've had people since we started talking about this that have said to me just 2 days ago, said, I did a deep dive on Charlie Kirk for 3.5 hours. You know what? I didn't see anything like that. Nothing that people are saying. Everything, look at that. There's Tommy Scoble, the one and only. Wait till you see what Tommy's got planned for tonight. Anyway, there's a good example of if you leave a comment like that, I'm blocking you because that's not the truth. Now, I'm going to pray for you, but I'm blocking you. I'm not having you spread lies. I wouldn't let you spread lies about me on my channel. I'm not going to let you spread lies about somebody that I believe in. Jeremy says, when you're not afraid to die, you realize that it's just the beginning. That's a fact, man. We thought this building was going down last month. Look at this. John says, I'm doing 1 hot minute with Troy Primo Swampadelic with 7 pot primos. One of my favorite sauces. I'm going to make this quick because I got to review my sauce. Look at that. Walking down the street without being recognized is epic. That happens here. I'm just another dude. I swear it's the coolest thing in the world. Once a lot of people look at us and go like, and they'll look over and start talking. I thought when I first got here, man, they must know who I am. Once someone said, I watch you on the TV, but I'm just another dude here. I'm just another expat. It's not a bad word, you guys. Expat just means expatriate. It means to expatriate. It means to move away from the country that you were born in. Honestly, it doesn't mean a bad thing. I love the United States of America. I'm just broken for where it's at. Jason Ledford, good to see you. I'm just another dude here, and that's an exciting feeling. Look at this. Now, the second comment I want to show you, I'm calling it the tolerance comment. I want you to check this out. Listen to this one. This is from, oh, man, I can't see the name because it's got the live thing over it. Give me just 1 second. I'll tell you the name. The name is Capsicum Spec. Says, hi, Johnny. I'll leave the bus here, but I won't board the train. I came here years ago for the heat and the spirit, and I loved it. The channel is changing, and I respect that. Your decisions and why you do it. As you say, nothing lasts forever. Clear tracks ahead. Parry from Germany. That's a person. Now, I'm bummed out that they're just walking away from the channel, but that's okay. Trust me, I didn't do this for subs. I didn't do this to get rich and famous. I didn't. I did it for fun, and I'm having fun. But that's a respectful comment. Even though they're not willing to talk to me, I left a comment too. It said, wow, I respect that. If you want to talk about it, email me. I didn't get an email from him. But you know what? It's tolerance. Now, I wish he took it one step further and said, let's talk about these things. I want to find out what you believe and why you believe it, because I'd like to find out what they believe and why they believe it. But it's still light years ahead of that skateboarding dude. Is it not? I think it is. Psalm 118:28. Spiritually, I'm an expat. I love that. Look at that. Creating good memories is ready for 1 hot minute. So am I. Cody Lee, good to see you. Look at this. This is a great comment. Good to see you, Johnny. God bless. Going through a night season right now, but my relationship with our Lord has never been stronger. I have my tube of terror ready to go. God is good. He is very good. You know what's funny? Gornash, good to see you. There's Gornash. When things are going rocky, it's time to lean into your faith. That's what I'm doing. RAS, good to see you. Yo, 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 yo. Anyway, so there are 2 examples of different kinds of comments. One just blanketly makes a comment that isn't true. Metal Maniac, good to see you. Whatever happened to Pepper Apprentice? You know what Pepper Apprentice did, Metal Maniac? He graduated college and he's living his life. That's what he did. You know what's really funny? I've also had a lot of comments. This is a really important thing. Sometimes a lot of us make the mistake of thinking that people are like us. People watch me for years and say, he eats peppers. He must be just like me. And then I tell people what I believe, and they're like, you're a scumbag. You're not like me at all. I make the mistake all the time. I think everybody in the chat's like me. You're not. We're all different. And that's okay. That's a beautiful thing. Chili Bill, good to see you. Uh-oh, Chili Bill is here for his first 1 hot minute. Man, that's exciting. All right, so I'm going to review the sauce. While I'm doing that, everybody tell me what you're reviewing. I want to know what you're eating. I may not be able to see it, but put right in the chat what it is you're going to be eating tonight during 1 hot minute, and I'm going to review this sauce. This is a Ecuadorian hot sauce company called Don Joaquin Gourmet Salsa de Chili Scorpion. This sauce, it doesn't say percentages like sauces in the UK do, but there are 2 ingredients essentially. Well, there's xanthan gum. But this is just hot. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be hot. I hope it is. My tolerance is going up a little bit, so I'm kind of excited about that. Let's give this a shot. A little nervous. Wow. If you got smell-o-vision, kick it on. If you got the smell-o-vision 3.0, I promise you can smell it from here. Hi, Lilac Lime. Good to see you. You smell that? That's Scorpion. Wow. If you got smell-o-vision 2.0, you can probably smell it from here. You got that? If you got smell-o-vision, the original, smell that. Rick Spicer, good to see you. I don't know how much of this I'm going to drink because this stuff smells wicked. Here's the thing. The second ingredient is vinegar. I'm not sure. Do you guys smell any vinegar? Maybe a hint of it. All I really smell is Scorpion. Now on their heat meter, right there, it's all the way over. There, look at that. Oh, what does this say? Hold on. Holy mackerel. See, I don't know. This could be like, I'm not going to say what this reminds me of, but it says 1,463,700 Scoville heat units. I'm sorry. That's funny to me. It's funny to me. Look at that. All Kristen smells is peppers. She's a chili head, people. All right, I'm stalling. When was the last time you saw me stall? Andy Paul. Look at that. I like Andy Paul. From the UK. I'm glad you're here, dude. It's 1 hot minute. Get something hot. Get the yogurt ready. You know what? I have yogurt in the fridge. Here we go. I'm done stalling. Don Joaquin. It's their scorpion sauce. I'm Johnny Scoville. This is 1 hot minute. That'll do. Wow. Oh, that's wicked hot. Oh. All right, look, I'm not trying to be a mean guy. Do you remember that sauce that was supposedly 2.4 million? You guys remember that? Grumpy Gill, dude. Look at that. It's Chris. Do you remember the sauce that was 2.4 million? This is hotter. This is hotter. Wow. That was hot. Here's the deal. It's just scorpion. I didn't taste any. My mouth is so hot. When it hits your lips, it's so good. The sides of my mouth, cheeks are burning. My tongue is burning. My throat's burning. I got whiskey chest. The whiskey chest burn. My scalp is tingling. Wow, that's hot. That's hot. That's hotter than the Olay Reaper sauce I had. Wicked hot. On a scale of 1 to 10, that's like an 8, maybe? That's like an 8 for me. I mean, it's hot. The whole bottle now. I don't think so. I'll take a little bit more. I dropped the level on that a little bit. Oh, boy. I think I'm getting an endorphin rush. That might be a 9. That is wicked hot. Is my dome leaking? I'll tell you what, if you're not a chili head, don't do it. If you're not a chili head, pass on this one. Holy crap. That was hot. Wow. No, I'm good. I'm good with the yogurt. Oh, look at this. There's a happy comment. Cody is 6 months sober today. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Cody. It's a good life. It's a better life. It's worth it. Wow, that was hot. That's the hottest thing I've had since I've been in this country. No joke. I'm telling you, that is wicked hot. Look, here's the thing. There's a cool texture to it. Ah. There'll be no yogurt. There'll be no yogurt, but wow, that is hot. I'm not even joking you. Holy crap. RAS asks, totally random. You know what? I've eaten lots of pepper, so it's not so random. Ask away. Have I ever heard or had a Naga pepper? You know what? I'm familiar with the Naga pepper, RAS. I have eaten a lot of them, an awful lot of them. Kellyanne is here. Good to see you, Kellyanne. My mouth is almost like throbbing a little bit. Wicked hot. Holy mackerel. I love Naga peppers. Dizzy says, okay, buy 5 of those and fill a glass and make LAB style video of drinking the whole glass. I sort of did that. Remember, you remember the holy mackerel. You remember the story time with Uncle Bill? I can't even think. You guys remember the fear of this video? Not one of my smarter moves. Merle from Hellfire Hot Sauce messaged me one day early on, first year of the channel, maybe first year. Wow. And he said, I got a challenge for you, Scoville. I said, what? Bring it. And he goes, how about you drink? I challenge you to drink a case of hot sauce. I said, a case of hot sauce, knowing it was 12 bottles. When was the last time I heard of Pepperburn? Pardon me. And I said to him, how many bottles of that? hoping he might say 6, like they do a different case than everybody else. Wow. And wow, it's hot. That is hot. My chest is burning. I might cramp from this. And I said, he goes 12. I said, I'll do it. Send it. It was one of the only challenges I've ever done where I knew going into it, I wasn't going to be able to do it. I think I got through like 7 bottles, but it's 63% POP. If you ever see POP or hear somebody say POP, it means percentage of pepper. That means of the entire 5-ounce bottle, about that much of it, maybe that much of it was pure Reaper mash. I dumped them. I dumped 6 of them. Wow. I'm proud of you, Cody. That was wicked hot. I'd open them up and dump 6 of them into this big glass bowl so you could see it. I took a big spoon and I just ate it like I was eating soup. And I got through, chill, Katie, it's fireworks. I got through the first 6 and I put in a few more knowing I wasn't going to be able to do the whole thing. I went blind. I couldn't see. I had nothing. You know what? You know how many times I've been blind in a video and people, by the way, 9 minutes to 1 hot minute, get something hot. You know how many times I've been like blinded by stuff? And people always say in the comments, you put your fingers in your eyes. No, I didn't. You have so much capsaicin in your head that is coming out of your tears. True story. But I would never, ever do that again. That was a bad idea. I mean, a really bad idea. Oh, it's got my nose going. Holy mackerel. You guys, that was hot. I'm still at like a 5. That was wicked hot. It would be good on anything. It'd be great on eggs. Tommy makes the best food. He's a great cook. Now, Chris, the Grumpy Gal, please check out his channel. I'm the one who puts fingers in their eye. I'm not saying I haven't done that. I have. I've done it. You know what I've done? It was really dumb. Did you guys ever see the one I did? Steve-O's. What was that hot sauce called? Somebody will know it. I've done too many videos. He did a video where he chugged a bottle of his sauce, and at the end of it, he dumped it in his eyes. I think he ate 27 pepper poppy. Wow. Anyway, there's Grumpy Gill's channel. Please check that out. Oops. Yeah, he ate 27. You know what I told him tonight? I never could have done that. True story. Check out the Grumpy Gill. So I got that bottle of hot sauce for your butthole. Here's the problem. He has 2 different sauces, and one of them is hot, and the other one is twice as hot. And I thought I was doing it. He did it with not the hottest one, but the lower one. And so I bought a bottle. I chugged 1 bottle. I bought a bottle, and I thought, as I'm reading, I had the camera going. The light was red. As I'm reading it, I realized I bought the wrong bottle, and it was the hotter version. And I opened it up, and I chugged. I'm telling you the truth. This is what happened. I chugged the bottle, and there was a little bit left. I dumped it on my face, and it looked like it got in my eye. But here's the truth of it. It didn't get in my eye during the video. It looked bad, but it didn't. It got on the upper eyelid and dripped down the lower eyelid, but didn't get in my eye. So then I headed to the bathroom. I was hurting, and I went to wipe it out of my eye like this, and I smeared mash into my eye. And it's crazy. If you've ever done that, it's absolutely instantaneous. Yeah, the video that Grumpy Gill did today was amazing. I got an instantaneous. You guys, I got cramps. I'm cramping. I'm cramping right now. Wow, I haven't had calf cramps since I've been in Ecuador. No, I haven't. Wow, I'm cramping. Stubby! It's a good dude. I'm not here. Just want to say hi. Just say, good to see you, Stubby. Anyway, it got in my eye, and it was awful. All right, so we are Pepper Gardner. Good to see you. Chris is great. We are now 6. I'm cramping. I cannot believe I'm cramping. Yeah, for real.
Drink the whole thing, did you?
No, I drank too much of it, but it's burning me.
Welcome back. The dreams of you taking.
Gauthy, good to see you. I'm not even fooling, Tommy. I'm being serious, bro.
You want some yogurt?
You know what?
Sorry.
You hear what he said? Bag. He said, you want some yogurt? I don't want any yogurt. Oh, no way. I cannot believe I'm cramping. What a bummer. I'm not changing. I'm not editing I'm not swearing at people. But that's a word I've been calling Tommy since he was 7. And I've been editing my dialogue because I'm offending people. I'm not doing that anymore. They can't change what I say. I'm not doing that anymore. So if you hear me call Tommy a faggot, deal with it. Oh, man, you know what? It may not have been such a good idea. I've never called a gay person that. I want you to know that. When I grew up, that wasn't an expression for that. It was what you called your bros. It really is true. It's crazy. Anyway, oh, dude. Oh, man. It's just a bundle of sticks. You know what? So funny. It is. It's just he's a bundle of sticks. There's a guy who sells bundles of sticks. Uncle Bill's Outdoor and Wildlife Adventures. Listen to this. It's a funny story. You might hate me for it. And I'm not worried about it. I don't care about subs. I really don't. Here's the thing. Every day people are leaving in groves, but people are coming in groves. No more censorship. Listen to this. One day I'm with Tommy. We're walking down the street. And we're walking along, and I start smelling. He looks at me. I said, "Here's the guy's a genius. The guy that sells these bundles of sticks, faggots. He's a genius. He wraps them up. You can buy different. You can buy like mesquite, a bunch of different kinds of sticks. Look at this. Fowler says, my best friend is gay. We use that word all the time. It's not something I'd ever say to him in a mean way, though. I mean it. I've never said to somebody in a derogatory way, like a slur. I've called Tommy that. I still, even when I had to censor my language here, I was still calling Tommy that. Anyway, we're walking. This is a true story. We're walking down the road, and this guy's a genius, man. What he does is he takes this little can. It looks like a coffee can. I'm cramping. Takes a coffee can. He puts them in the can, and he lights them on fire on both ends of the street. He's got a little cart with an umbrella, and he sells them. Every day he's out there, and we're walking down the street. I'm like, Tommy goes, you smell that? I went, I could smell the burning wood. He's a genius. This guy's a genius. He goes, I smell faggots. And I almost fell down. I laughed so hard. You know what? People have to learn to laugh again. I'm bringing back humor. I'm bringing back laughter. I am. I swear to you, I am. I don't care. I would never say that to somebody to be offensive. But when I say that to Tommy, oh, man. All right, we're 2.5 minutes away from 1 hot minute. Wow. You know what I'm going to do? We stopped one day and talked to him. We're like, dude, you have the best faggots in all of Salinas. We had a conversation. There was a guy there from the Andes Mountains. This dude was from the mountains, and he spoke English pretty well. Not really well, but better than I speak Spanish. We started talking about what he sells, and the guy was so cool. I said, do you think he'd be willing to do an interview with me? I said, I have tell the people here you have a YouTube channel. They're like, I'm sorry, what? They don't even know what YouTube is. I mean, some people do. Every once in a while, someone left a comment and says, yeah, I live 2 blocks away from you. But telling somebody that you're a YouTuber, they're like, they don't even know what I'm talking about. So I try to explain to him I'm a YouTuber. I'm like, do you think he'd do an interview with me? And he said yes. So at some point, I'm going to go down and interview the greatest faggot salesman in all of Salinas. He's the nicest guy. He's such a good dude. He's very friendly. We walk by him all the time. And I've never been out there. Is he out there 7 days a week, Tommy? This dude's out there 7 days a week. And we went, and one day I'm going to interview this guy. He's fantastic. But what people do is they buy him and put him on their balcony and just light him because it smells good. I think that's what they probably do with it. That's what I'm going to do with it. We got some big news. We are a minute and a half away. Tommy and I have some big news that we're going to drop on you guys next week. Let's all learn to laugh a little bit. Can we do that, please? Can we all do that? Learn to laugh and stop being so offended. You get up. What's going to piss me off today? That's what we've done. You get up and say, what can I be mad at today? I'm done with that. Done. All right. So what time is it? We are, holy mackerel. Look at this. We are 1 minute away. Everybody's hustling. Every day is hustling. Good job, Chris and Melinda. Here's the thing. Everybody here, I got like 15 seconds I can talk. Every single person in Salinas has a side hustle. It's fantastic. It really is. Everybody's got a side hustle. They'll make jewelry, they'll carve things and make, necklaces and shirts. Some guy will buy. If you knew how many sunglasses I've got, if I told Dandelion Monk, good to see you, dude. I'm glad you're here. You know what? I don't think I've ever said hello to Dandelion Monk. That's a great name and a great avatar. I'm glad you're here, dude. I appreciate it. Arlo likes a shirt. This is a Salinas shirt. This is when I went to, how much time I got? 15 seconds. This is from the Chocolateria. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 hot minute. Let's do it. Eat something hot and the games begin. I wasn't watching the chat, so I don't know what everybody's eating. R was trying to find Serranos. It's a good thing to do. Dandelion Monk says, I got my own YouTube and everything. Wow, I'll have to check you out, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you for telling me. Monk, I'm not Monk. It's a great name. All right, so see who's going to jump out ahead. I'm still at a 2. All right, so I'm going to start the 1 hot minute. Believe it or not, I'm still at a 2 from that sauce. Wicked hot. So, unfortunately, I didn't see what anybody was eating. Is anybody eating anything today or just me? Fowler's at a 2. Look at that. Kellyanne is eating chili squash risotto, homemade, 3. Nice. Conjured Vapors, 827 warthogs, and he's at a 2 right now. It might be from the warthogs you ate. If you haven't seen Conjured Vapors, please do me a solid and go check out his YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed him yet, please do that. I'm not joking. If you think I can eat stuff, I can't. That guy's a beast. Dale Cox at a 4. Chili Phil did a half a dropper of my tincture. Grumpy Gill, an RB003 and a chocolate boot here. That's crazy. Serrano Pepper is at a 3 this time. Nice. I think the last time it wasn't so hot, Kristen. Jeremy Fowler is at a 3. Dandelion Monk says, hi, guys. Maybe a 2.5. Says Christian Melinda. Creating good memories at a 3. I think he said that's his first 1 hot minute. And I love the cat avatar because I'm a cat guy. Dale Cox, my 1-year tincture. You didn't tell me what you're at. Chili Phil is at a 6. Jason Ledfred at 5. Psalm 118.28, 5 and rising. There's Conjured Vapors. Please check it out. Subscribe to his channel. Chili Bill on the 2nd Ghost Pepper at a 7. I like that. There is a man who grows the most ferocious peppers. I said from Jump Street, if you're born and your name is Deathridge, you're going to grow peppers. Deathridge peppers. Archie Mom is not playing tonight. Got a bit of a headache. You know what? I do too. I've been doing pretty good. Spicy Jen says 27 warthogs, right? Dean ate 27 warthogs. I saw him in Pennsylvania. One of the most unbelievable pepper performances I've ever seen personally. Like when I'm there actually seeing it, unbelievable. Dale Cox at a 4. Jeremy Fowler rising to a 4. This Miso Smokes. Good to see you. It's not peppers, actually, Dandelion Monk. It's just 1 hot minute. Everybody eats something hot all at the same time. Run to the fridge if you got something. Anything you got, we'll ratify it, even though you're past the minute. It doesn't matter. We'll count it. Renee B at a 1. Chili Phil says, Dean is a beast. I have to be in a contest with him next Saturday. Yeah, I know. You know what? Good luck with that. I love that guy. I love him. You know what the other thing about him? He's most gentle. He's a gentle man. He's the nicest guy you are ever going to meet. And he is, you know, he looks like The Undertaker. Scares the crap out of me. When I first met him, I'm like, holy God, look at that guy. What a good guy he is, though. Chris Grumpy Gill is at a 7. This one is a little bit better than the last one. 3.5-ish, mostly on the tongue. I love Serranos, man. I say it every time anybody says Serrano. Maxed out at a 4 says Fowler. Psalm 118.28, 7, and hiccups. 1, just crystals. Lick some salt. Yeah, you have a headache. Do me a favor. Get some sea salt. All right, take like half a teaspoon of sea salt, wash it down. I promise you it helps. If you go to a doctor for a headache, the first thing you're going to do is I'm going to stick a needle in your arm with a bag and it's saline. Take some salt. It helps. The other day, was it Keith Kingman? Somebody had a headache. They were about ready to go to the hospital. And I got this from Brock Bandy. He ate some salt. Gone. I eat salt a lot. John McCarty, I'm okay at a 5. I'm glad I was worried about you. Dale Cox is at a 2. Conjured Vapors is at a 3. But just so everybody knows, his 3 is your 40. His 3 is my 10. That guy is a freak. And I love him. I really do. I don't want to say it in a bad way. I don't mean it in a demeaning way. He's the nicest guy. Dean, I want to hug. You know what? I've hugged Dean. Dean is a great guy. You know what? I'm in North or South America. I don't know when I'll be back. But when I'm back, I hope I get to hug you again. Wow, I'm finally down to 0. All right, Jason Ledford peaked at 5. Now Steady Tonguebird. Chili Bill on 5th Ghost Pepper. Shut up. Chili Bill, you have to have a YouTube channel. I'm going to go check you out at a 9. Chili Phil, we got Chili Bill at a 9. Chili Phil at a 3. Psalm's got a runny nose. John McCarty's 6 now with Swampadelic. What a great sauce. One of my favorite 7-pot Primo sauces. Troy Primo is a wonderful human being. My tongue feels I've been licking grip tape on a skateboard. That's awesome. I used to think of it like you stick your tongue to like a hot manifold of a lawnmower. That will get rid of a headache. I don't know. The way I do it, Cindy. I don't really know. It's not something the doctor's going to tell you. My doctor Brock told me. I do like a teaspoon, but that's just me. You know what I mean? R was out of 5. R was out of 5. Why is it not working? Wow. There we go. R was out of 5. Thank you, Dean. Good dude. Chili Bill, I'm done at a 6. 8-6 at a 9-5. If that, I'll bet you money that goes to a 10. If I ate 6 ghost peppers, forget about it. Creating good memories. Runny nose. My tongue is numb. Boy, you know what? I got a little bit of an endorphin dump today. I haven't had one of those in a hot minute. Excuse me. Look at that. Dandelion Monk, second piece of Reaper cheese. I'm at a 3 for me. Something wrong with the feed? I hope something's not wrong with the feed. Little warm. Tincture hit the stomach. Yeah, my cramp is over, but I did feel it for a little bit. Now I don't know what that is. I think it's a 5. I'm not sure what that is. When are we doing another 1 hot minute? I'm going to buy some peppers for that one. Dell says 5 by 5. So does Wes Lightburn. We'll do one in a couple days because today I was with Tommy at the Super Maxi, my favorite store. Chili Phil's at a 1. 5 by 5 is by a lot of people. Today, Tommy and I were at the Super Maxi. Tongue is at a 3 for Pepper Gardner, and I found a bag of peppers. Now, they don't look like scary peppers like, Deathridge or West Lightburn grows, but they're hot peppers. So I'm looking forward to it. Leveled at an 8, sweating profusely. It's good and good for you. Wow. That was rough. Look at that. Dandelion Monk chasing the heat just for you, Johnny. You say that, but I know you chase the heat anyway. You chili head, you Dandelion Monk. You can't fool me for a minute, but thank you for saying that. I got 5 by 5s by a lot of people. Who do me a favor right now, if you guys don't mind. No, they're not those little mini sweet ones, but they I don't know what they are, to be honest. I have no idea. They almost look ahi-like, but I'm not quite sure. Please, everybody, if you don't mind, put in the top score so we can see who's going to get honorable mention tonight. Last time, Lady Kane got a 10, and it was her first 1 hot minute. So I want to know what your score was. I also want to know if this was your first 1 hot minute because that factors in. So R will hit a 4. John McCarty, who is a wicked solid dude. I'm down to a 1, but that was a great burn. What did you get to? Uh-oh. Chili Bill got to a 10. That's going to be tough to beat, people. I had a feeling it would with all those peppers you ate. Mystery peppers indeed, Krista Melinda. So it looks like Chili Phil is going to be, Chili Bill. Now, Chili Bill, you've been to 1 hot minute before, right? Just make sure you tell me if it's your first one. Down to a 2, says Jason Ledford. Mild burn, down my throat, into my stomach, me too. Arrowwood needs more peppers. Dale Cox at a 4. John McCarty at a 6. Psalm 118:28 had an 8. Shut up, Dean. A week, only 1 warthog got to a 3. You scare me. He looks like The Undertaker. I swear to God. He's about, 6'4"? Big dude, long hair, striking. Could be a model. Not even just saying that. I was a hair model back in the day. You could be one today. Kellyanne just at a 3. There's no such thing as just on a 1 hot minute. Running into the last minute. Barbara, wait. I'm so glad to see you. Hola. Glad you stopped in. Arabian Bard was at a 3.5. Cody Lee, 5 or 6 on corn nugs from the tube. I like to hear that. Chris, the Grumpy Gill, 7. I've been to a countless 1 hot minute bus lifer. Train now. This is the love train. I'm glad you're on it. Fowler, I'm out. Mad Cow, hit a 4. Chili Bill was his first. All right, we're done here, people. Chili Phil. Chili. I'm sorry. I've been saying Chili Phil for a long time. Chili Bill, first time ever. He got a 10. It's going to be hard to beat. Chili Phil, on the other hand, been done this countless times. He's got a 6. I'm a wimp and watched you all. You're not a wimp at all. Knock that off. Ooh, uh-oh. I could be getting another one. I could be cramping again. It might be coming back. I'm not even kidding you. Shut up. You're just mad that I called you that first. I'm cramping again. I'm not even fooling you. I made an error. I can tell a story, but I probably offend somebody. What? All right, so look, the scores are in. Now, I know that Chili Bill got to a 10. What is it, Diaz? How do you say 10 in Spanish? I forgot, dude. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, siete, ocho, nueve, 10. All right, there we go. Sorry, I had to say it. I had to work through it. If anybody else is experiencing their very first 1 hot minute, I need to know. I know that Chili Bill is, and I won't screw that up again. I promise. I won't. Yes, I know. I got that. Thank you, Kristen. You know what? She's my tutor. You guys don't know that. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. You know what's weird about the here? If it's like $20.30, put it this way: they don't. We put a 20 period in the change. They put a comma. Very weird. It's not weird if you're talking about $20 or $100, but you get over 1,000 or 10,000 or 1,000,000, and I don't know what they're doing. Don't know what they're doing. Herja has never had calf cramps. I don't even understand what you just said. What does that even mean? You've never had calf cramps? Dude, if I had $1 for every minute of calf cramps I've had, I'd have a lot of dollars. I don't know how many, but it would be a lot. Chili Bill, I got to tell you something, dude. You know what's funny? People that have, listen, we got a lot of lifers here, long timers. How many times have we seen somebody come into a 1 hot minute for their first one and go to a 10? Lady Kane did it last week. I've seen it so many times. Punctuation is definitely different. What? Cramps? You want to hear a funny story? I was in, and I'm going to wrap up after the story. I'm cramping. I'm cramping again. That sucks. I was getting ready. I was in the UK, getting ready to do a chili contest. It was in Belgium. And I was with, I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to bum him out because this is sort of a funny conversation. We ate a scorpion that Chris Hislop grew. And I have never eaten a scorpion that to this day is in the top 5 peppers I've ever eaten. It was so hot. It was absurd. I ate one. This dude I was with, I'm not going to say his name. I might later. He ate one and it crippled him. Anyway, we finished the video. And afterwards, I was with Johnny Jr. We're in the flat. He was upstairs. He and I were downstairs. So we're sitting downstairs and I hear screaming from upstairs. Dorsey, good to see you. This is true. I hear screaming, like wicked screaming. I was like, what? And I don't mean like screaming like, hey, I got calf cramps, but I mean screaming like, hey, somebody's stabbing me in my bedroom. Or, you know what I mean? That's what it sounded like. It wasn't like I got calf cramps. It was, I jumped off the couch. So did my son. We sprinted up the stairs. We get to the top of the stairs. And this dude that I'm not going to say his name was laying on the floor, the landing of the upper stairs with calf cramps. And he's screaming. Now he's there for a belt match. There's a hint. You can do some reverse. You know, you can reverse engineer this thing and figure out who I'm talking about. I just don't want to say his name. But he was screaming. I said, what's wrong with you, dude? He goes, I'm cramping. I'm like, you know, but it wasn't screaming like a guy with cramps. He was screaming like he was dying, right? And I'm like, so he's screaming, help me, help me. He's screaming. A grown man is looking at me going, help me. I'm like, what do you want me to do, dude? You have calf cramps. He is screaming, help me, like over and over again. So I give Johnny Jr. some money. I said, dude, there's a store on the corner. I think he said Gava something. No. It's kind of like Pepto, but it was their UK version. I can't remember the name. But I said, quickly, run there as fast as you can and get some of this. He's dying. And I looked at him, I said, dude, by the time he gets back, you're going to be over it. He was screaming. So when he's done, he's like, dude, I've never had calf cramps before. I said, you're getting ready to do a belt match? How do you get to this level and tell me that you've never had calf cramps before? Because I never had. It was one of the craziest things. I'll shorten. I'll make it really quick now. He did it. Gaviscon. Thank you, Barbara. That's what it was. It was Gaviscon. So later, we did the belt match was over, and we had another pepper contest. We were at UK Chili Queen and Paul. We were at their home. Lovely people. And we did the contest. It was over, and he did it again. I went back because I had to catch a flight at like 5. We had to leave at like 4 or 5 in the morning to go to Heathrow to fly out. Hey, Pepperhead, good to see you, dude. So Johnny and I, my son and I, went back to the flat and crashed really early. So we were laying in bed, and he was still there, and he was partying, and I was not. And anyway, we lay in bed. He came home and went up the stairs, and at like 4 a.m, he starts screaming again. It's the same thing. And I said to him, dude, you better throw those up. He ate a lot and didn't eat anything. I said, dude, if you don't eat those up, if you think you were cramping last time, this is going to kill you if you don't, refund, reversal of fortune. Get rid of him. So the same thing, screaming again. He made me, I can't remember who I was with. He made me and this other dude I was with go get Gaviscon. We had to go to, we were looking for pharmacy. I can't remember the name of the place we were going. We went to 2 or 3 of them. I said, what's going to happen? I'm driving in the car, trying to find a place that was open and still had hot sun. I said, we're not going to be able to find it. Even if we do, I promise you, by the time we get back, his cramps are going to be over. But anyway, it's just a cap cramp story. I could tell you 100 about me. 1 tonight. I love you all. Be kind. Be tolerant. Don't say things if they aren't true. Research what you say. Don't believe something because somebody told you. Be a critical thinker. Because if you put a comment on my channel and it's an outright lie that I know is a lie, like calling me a Nazi, I'm going to make you famous. But if you're tolerant and you say what Capsicum, what he said, disagree with me, but I appreciate you. I support you. Keep going. Call that the Tolerance Award. Be kind. Tell someone you love them. And whatever you do, do not miss Tommy Scoville tonight in about 20 minutes. He's got a big one that he's been working on. And there is Kristen Melinda demonstrating one more time why she is the greatest mod in all of the land. I love you guys. Chili Bill, you have props. You get honorable mention, and you get, I want you to imagine that here. Imagine this is a trophy. I'm handing it to you. You have my respect. And please go check Dean out. Please check out Grumpy Gill. All right? And don't you dare miss Tommy in 20 minutes because he's going to blow your hair back. I love you guys. Be kind. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was One Hot Minute. Chase the Heat.